Sorry guys for being late because I was excited because my Zoom crashed for some reason. I don't know why, because we had a couple of meetings today with the traders, and apologies in advance for being delayed.
Fine.
And thank you, Shazia, for yeah, I've seen it, a very amazing presentation of my QFX. I think.
Oh, I have to be spontaneous. This is the thing. Sometimes we are put on the spot and we just have to just go with the flow.
Yeah, that's amazing, amazing. Right. Okay, guys. So right. So just to let you know, we are keep developing things, and we are keep enhancing it in terms of our weekly analysis, and I'm still trying to find out, what's like there are, I think there are three type of audience on the internet. One, basically, who never traded, they really want to be start trading. Traders who are been struggling into it, they want to be a profitable. And the traders who are being have experienced trader, and they basically need some help in order to maximize their trading skill. So my job is what I'm trying to figure out, that I need to become into the middle so that at least I can beneficial this weekly webinar to all of them. So that's one thing. But interesting, as mentioned, Shazia, that, and I already mentioned in my previous webinars, that my QFX basically accommodate all these categories, right? So whether you are a completely beginner, or you are struggling, or you're experienced trader, which is basically, I'm going to explain to you when I'm going to go to the my QFX. So today, basically what I'm trying to do is we're going to carry on as where we do it, the webinar, but I'm going to give you some little bit information about, how, if you are completely beginner or struggling into it, or how you should be able to pinpoint the opportunities, and that's going to also help to the experienced trader. So alongside with the fundamental and technical analysis, I'm going to give you some techniques, tips basically, that's going to help you. So before I continue, let me share my screen and we can take it from there. Okay, so exciting. Let me give you, say, all right. So as always, this is the MyQFX series, a weekly webinar. And if you are new, what is the MyQFX? Is basically is your gateway to practical force training and real-time market analysis. Our main objective is to train, and as at the same time help traders with the live market, real-time market analysis through intraday analysis and through the fundamental analysis, to help them to maximize their profit. That's basically the whole purpose, and the whole purpose of weekly webinar is the way that how we can help our community to maximize potential in forex market. So just to homework before that, disclaimer. I'm just gonna read at the bottom. I'm not affiliated with, nor I do represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. I'm not licensed or qualified to provide investment advice. Any trading decision I share are for information purposes only and should not be taken as a financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. So this is just homework, as always. And before I go to the webinar, as I said to you, that we still have this exciting offer, and most of my traders have been taken this initiative advantage for the 20% bonus from QBN, because this is a launching bonus. I'm not sure how long that's going to be there, and if you want to open an account, whether MT5 or QMT6, you can, whatever amount you do. But yeah, last time I wasn't clear about how much is the minimum deposit. But I think there's no as such limit, but at least $100 or $50 minimum you should have it in terms of testing. But whatever amount you do it, you will get 20% deposit bonus, whatever amount you're going to be deposit and trade. Maximum is limit is a 400 So if you open an account for $2,000, so you will get 400. Even if you open at 5,000, you will be get maximum $400 as a deposit. I think this is a very good initiative in regards to test the system and test our MyQFX platform, because you will get extra bonus into it, and that you can practice it, and that's going to give you extra leverage to maximize your profit. So this offer is still valid. I'm not sure if it's going to be too long, but it's still valid. If you want to use it, use it. And as I said to you, I still have another offer, which is basically, as I said to you, if you open a $5,000 of an account, message me. We'll do one-to-one session, and I will help you how to basically, maximize your potential and and trade effectively. So that's my job, is basically to help you to trade that, to manage how to trade and manage that account. So that's offer still valid. And hopefully in September, I'm going to run a boot camp. I'm going to pick up a couple of traders who is going to invest $5,000 that I'm going to be running as a training workshop for them, to how to manage and trade and maximize that uh, profit onto that $5,000. So if you are interested, feel free. I'm going to give you later, I'm going to give you more information as we're going to go through. But of course, anybody who is not a QBN member will have to pay full amount price. Anybody who is a QBN team member, family member, will get a ridiculously discounted price, because our job as to help our community. That's our first priority. All right, let's get back to the as analysis, as routine analysis. Okay. So how we do it, basically every week we analyze the financial, and fundamental news, because these are the major impact into the financial market when this data is released. Then we look at the technical aspect of that price. If there's a price behavior, price pattern, or price action is follow the fundamental, then we take opportunity accordingly. That's the first priority. Second priority, sometimes this news might be a manipulation or speculations, then we 100% focus onto the technical, because that's what we believe, that you should be trade what you see it, not what you think. So which is, I'm going to share some information later on. Okay, so this is the weekly. I have filtered only the important high impact news. This is what I do it. And this week we can see here that Sunday in the morning we had this news came up. This was a very important. This is what we were looking into it. That is the House elections. This is what I was looking at. Just give me 1 second. I need to bring out my pointer. As I said to you, my Zoom is crashed, so I need to bring my tools. Okay, it's done now. Okay, got it. No, got it. All right, so just okay. So we were looking this as we already planned last week. As already mentioned to my trader, pay attention to this detail. Yen, because we have election is coming in, upper house elections, and that might going to create an opportunity, but be careful. So we had an amazing trade today, guys. I'm going to show you how we traded, especially the dollar yen. We had amazing trade. So today, Monday, we had a bank holiday in the Japan. So as you can see here, and but based on these previous elections, we have seen strength on yen across the all the majors. So apart from that, we didn't have any high impact news today, but we have seen amazing volatility in the market. And tomorrow we have another Bank of England, that speech. As I always mention to my trader, we avoid trading during the speech. Once the speech is done, then we look at the market reaction and we take accordingly. So Wednesday, as you can see, we don't have any high impact news. Thursday, we're expecting some big volatility. As you have seen that a lot of red lines roll, and that's basically what we're looking here. We generally guess the idea. PMI news is coming. Most of the European countries, you can see a French PMI expected slightly better. We have another services PMI slightly better. There we have a German PMI slightly good, and then Euro, then German flash services PMI slightly better. Then we have cable pound dollar 9:30 London time, and that's another manufacturer PMI slightly better. So all this news is basically projecting a good sign for euro and the pound against the, that's what we trade against the dollar. So we're going to look at it in the chart and we'll see it. Then we have, this is a high impact news, main refinancing rate, they're keeping as it is. Then we have a monetary policy coming. So this news, that's going to be very impact news. We'll see how that's going to make impact. We have 1:30 p.m. That's the unemployment claim for the dollar, expected slightly higher number, which is a negative sign for the dollar. And apart from that, we have ECB conference, and then we have, flash manufacturer PMI for the dollar too. And as you can see, it's slightly lower. We have this one slightly higher number. So you can see it's sort of like a mixed data. So we're expecting some quite nice, movement on Thursday, apart from the rest of the day. Friday, we don't have any high impact news until now. We don't know, tomorrow might be come up here, but so far at this stage, we look at the weekly basis. So we're expecting some nice, volatility on Thursday. But even today, we had a nice, amazing volatility. Okay, so now what we do, we go back to the charts. That's what we look at. And we look at the dollar index. That's always, if you are a member of my QFX platform, as you have seen that every day, we look at the dollar situation, and then we look at all the other pairs against the dollar and see what sort of price action is going to develop. So what we look at here at the market open, the way we look at here, we have seen, this is the 4-hour chart. So I'm gonna keep the 4-hour just to give you the better price action. The way we look at this is the area of, again, even if you are new or struggling, this is another, just gonna give you the tip, which is we always look at, even being a professional trader, we look at the area of interest. For us, the area of interest is high and low, the recent high and low, or the previous high and low. That's always we look at. And we're expecting that the price should give us some sort of like action. Either is the price is going to break, or either price is going to respect. So this is the way we look at, always we look at. And if you look at here, this is the, we do everyday analysis. So here, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information here. So if you look at here, previously, we always look at high and lows. And every time when the price break recent high or recent low, we mark that area and we look at, and we'll see how the price is going to respect. Number one. Number two, we always keep the basics of the price action. Means like every time when the price develop high, every time when the price develop a high and low, we know the price is going this direction. And every time when the price develop a low and high, we look at this, the price is heading to this direction. This is what exactly more important part for us. Another important part, which is, if you, whatever I'm saying right now, if you write down these things and always look at the chart and pinpoint these, this method, more likely you will find high probability trade. So number one, we look at high and low of recent, price action. Second, we look at the basic price action. If the price is developing high and low previously, that means the price is in this direction. If the price is developing low, high, the price is in this direction. And there's another important part of it is every time when the price develop impulsive reaction, and after impulsive, if the price develops sort of like a, slow down, downside direction, that normally we call it, this is a correction, means that price develop impulsive. And when the price develop this kind of behavior, that give us the high probability of the price might gonna continue to the upside. That's what we look at. But keep in mind, in this area, you have to pay attention to fundamental news. It's very, very important. Because why? Because sometimes price develop this impulsive reaction, and price develop this correction and fundamental news release, and then you might gonna see the impulsive reaction to the downside, but that's hardly happen. But we normally look at this stage what sort of fundamental. Same thing when the price develop impulsive reaction to the downside, and after that if the price develops sort of like a light movement upside, we call it this is correction, and that give us the high probability of continuation to the downside. So every time, this is what we do every single day when we analyze the market. We analyze this thing every day for in our intraday system. So this, if you keep these elements in your trading, you will more likely get high probability trade all the time. So this is what we look at here. So I'm not going to go all details here, but this is what I'm just going to give you an example here. When we have seen the prices developing low or high, that give us the high probability. And mark this line and say, let's say if the price is going to break this wedge, that's going to sign of continuation to the downside. But if the price is going to respect this area, that's more likely is going to go upside. So this is the way we look at here. So when we've been long here on the dollar previously, and then we will look at here at this area. So you can see here price develop, you can see here the price develop up and come back, and then this area, and this is a high too. You can see a price come back and break. So you mark this area and see what sort of price action is going to be. When you see the price come back and retest and develop false breakout, that give us the possibility of rejection at this area. So short trade here. So we, as explained my trader, just pay attention to detail. This is the highs. If the price develop false breakout, that might be a possibility of continuation to the downside. So today, this morning, when the market opened, this is the way we look at. We look at here again at previous high and low. As you can see here, this is the point of interest, price broken and give us the confirmation. And after that, the price continue to the downside. So when we see and we look at the price action and pattern, so we have seen the weaknesses on the dollar. Then we look at all the major was basically creating opportunity to the upside. And that's what we have taken the maximum benefit today on pound, dollar, euro, USD. And I'm going to share today with the dollar yen as well. So if you look at the euro USD now, I'm just looking at 4-hour chart. If you look at the 4-hour chart, what we have seen we have previously, we can see the price action. We can see here the price came back here and price refused to stay below this level. Then we look at this morning, when we look at here the price action, we already explained to my trader, this is purely give us the early sign of to the upside. And the reason behind it, if you look ahead this area, and if you look at here this area, if you look at this area, that again, this kind of price action, this kind of price pattern behavior in our terminology, we call it inverted head and shoulder pattern, that give us the high probability of to the upside. So we've been long on euro USD. We have taken amazing long trade here, squeeze amazing profit, and as explained my trader, the previous high is going to be the target. This is what we're expecting here. And after that, you can see here the price nicely respected and continuation to the downside. The point to be noted, as mentioned here, that what we're looking here, apart from the pattern, we look ahead. This is the low. This is the high is being generated. That give us the high probability, that possibility of continuation to the upside. And this is what happened. If you are following my analysis on the YouTube, you have seen that we've been taking a short trade here on the Euro USD. But again, as I mentioned in the beginning, if you look ahead, this is high, this is low, is been developed. So we've been taking a short trade here on Euro USD. Here you can see a pretty straightforward. This is the low, this is the high. High probability is developed. We're expecting some bullishness, and that's why we have taken maximum benefit on Euro USD long trade here. So once we decided here, now we, as a trader, what we do, that's the benefit of the MyQFX platform. So if you look in, let me log into the MyQFX platform, and I'll show you the Euro USD now. So if you look at the Euro USD here, let me open this one here. So pretty straightforward, as mentioned here. We have 4-hour on the right side, and this is where we look at the intraday chart, which is basically we mainly use for the entries and exit. And as mentioned here, so apart from the 4-hour analysis, we did this analysis. As you can see here, this is the analysis we did this London morning session, that we, that's why we explain our trader that we are looking breakout opportunity here. So let me do it here. So let me explain to you details so at least you understand. Okay, so let me do. Okay, so if you look at here, what we explain over trader, that as mentioned here, again, I'm going to go to the basics one so you will understand what I'm talking about. Basic, as I said to you, when the price develop low, high, it means price is going this direction. Yeah, so what happened here? So you can see here the price retest twice, and this is the high, and this is what we did this analysis. So let the price come out from this pattern that give us the high probability trade. So in 4-hour, we were expecting some in up direction, but here we were looking where to get in. And that's why our intraday analysis does help. So another more important part of inner trading, and that's when you want to do, when you realize, when you want to see that if the price going to continue, the another element which we consider in order to continuation is whenever the price break recent high, as you can see here, and after the breakout, price come back and give us the confirmation, and price refuse to break this high, and that give us the high probability for us that the price is going to continue to the upside. And if you look at, we already build a momentum here that also help our trader that the momentum is developed bullish. It means the price gonna continue. So as I said to you, the price come back and then continue. So you can see here the price develop another one, price came back here and developed pullback and the sign of continuation to the upside. So this was the trade. We had it beautiful this morning, and most of the traders squeeze amazing profit. Even when the price was here, we also continue help our traders that any pullback means price doesn't go straight, price goes in waves. So if price come back here and continue, then take another long trade here. And this is what we broadcast that analysis here. And you can see here, based on that, the market, we are waiting for the price come back, and we'll see if the price is going to develop any pullback that give us the high probability rate. So you can see, guys, keeping the basics and getting the help from my QFX analysis, and that's basically help you to maximize the potential. So if you are struggling, you just can see, if you open any pair, you can see the analysis being broadcast. But if you haven't, if you basically miss due to the any reason, maybe the time frame or time zone, all our analysis my analysts have recording here, so you can go and you don't have to watch whole analysis of half an hour, but you can basically pick up the analysis which basically is related to based on your favorite pair. So you can customize you know your learning based on your preference, but information is there. This is what we give information here. So let's look at the pound dollar now. And if you look at the pound dollar again, reason why I'm repeating, because this basic I repeat every single day. My analyst is repeating every day just to make sure our trader understand and take the maximum benefit. So if you look at the pound dollar, what we have it, and we look at here this point of interest, the way we look ahead, this is the low. You can see here, first low, and the way we look at, no candle is closed below this level. We have first rejection, we have second rejection, we have third rejection, even this one we call a fourth. We can see so many rejections here, and that basically creates a reversal. Perfect. We understand once the price come back and develop this, again, we look at the candlestick pattern. If you look at the body of this candle here, and if you look at here, basics, we have this low and this high is been developed. We have previously rejection here that give us the high probability of continuation to the upside. And then no doubt, we have managed very decent trades on pound dollar in intraday system. The way we look at this is the way we look at, and now we can see here the price almost broke on this high. So what we're expecting here after this impulsive reaction in upcoming hours and upcoming days, if we see the price develop some sort of like a correction, then I'm expecting one more push to the upside. This is simple principle price action. This is what we're expecting it. Now, what we have to do, we have to wait and see what sort of price action is going to develop. Then we also look at our intraday analysis because we are a trader trading live every day. So we'll see here what kind of analysis being broadcasted and what are the opportunities we're looking. So mainly when the price was moving ahead, so we were looking at possibility of all pull a long trade here. So if you look at the MyQFX platform, if you look at the pound dollar, and let's look at let's look at all the analysis today, right? So you can see here, this is the analysis we did at the European Open, basic London Open. We have seen the price repeatedly rejected here many times. So pretty straightforward, as explained to our trader, let the price come out from the structure and pattern, and then we look for the opportunity. So as you can see here, the price nicely broke on the previous high. And as explained to my trader, this is the momentum is developing bullish. This is the high probability of prices continue to the upside. As mentioned in 4 hour, our bias, our thought process was saying that more likely it is going to be a long trade here. And that was a beautiful long trade. As soon as the price hit to the first fib channel, first target, as that's what we explained, our traders time to consider banking some pips. And then afterwards, pretty straightforward, as you can see here, we help our trader that keep looking in this side. That's what we're looking. We did analysis, the price is broken, momentum is bullish, so we are looking in this direction. We're not looking any this direction. So based on this analysis, you can see here, price came back here and then nicely continuation. Also, as a gadget line, we help our traders to be in a discipline and to put in a discipline. We are trying to help as much as we can. So we bring certain tools in MyKFX. This is one of the moving average that we explain our trader that if the price is above this moving average, so we are expecting continuation to the upside. If the price is below, then we're looking at short trade here. Then we combine with everything with the price pattern and the 4 hours. So you can see here we had a nice, beautiful, movement upset. And again, as I said to you, basic price action, we have this impulsive reaction. After that, the price develops sort of like a correction and then impulsive reaction. And after that, the price develops some correction that give us the high probability, one more push to the upside as soon as the green hit with longer trade here and fib channel hit first target. We explain our traders time to bank some profit. So you can see here, we are keeping the basics. That's very important. And then we look at, what sort of price action has been developed, what sort of price pattern, and then we keep the basic price behavior, which is already mentioned to you guys. Every time when the price develop impulsive, if the price develop correction, then we're expecting one more push to the upside. So combination of these three, if you do it every single day, then more likely you are going to find high probability trade. So trading should not be based 100% on indicator, because indicator is just like helping you to make helping you to make a decision, but that should not be as a major part of your decision. Your major part of the decision should be the price action, and that's why you have seen, beside all these indicators, we do all this analysis. We do price action, price pattern, and price behavior. So this is very, very important, guys. You need to understand these things. It's not nothing to this. Trading is nothing to do with the indicator. It's the basic price action, which is I just mentioned to you, and I just proven to you. This is what we do every single day. So even if you are, beginner, keep practicing. It doesn't matter. Even if you lose it, you're not going to lose money. Here in MyQFX, you can practice based on the pips. Why are we doing pips? Why no money here? Because we really want you to understand the price action, price behavior, and price pattern, and you understand when to get into the market, when to get out to the market. Once you master that skill, then most welcome, you can trade live with your account. So this is another important part. So I'm going to share another exciting news later. Let's look at the last one, which is the dollar yen. Okay. Being a trader, we already planned last week about the yen. We said, okay, guys, we are looking in the dollar yen. Let me share with you guys here. So we had this nice, beautiful, really to the upside, and we were expecting, guys, there might be a possibility of push to the upside or push to the downside based on the fundamental news, which is we were looking at the House elections. You can see here, as mentioned here, right? And that's basically, we were looking here, guys, we know predicting it, okay, is gonna go up and down. We just gonna follow as a basic layman. We can see here what sort of price behavior is developed, what sort of price action is there, and then we're going to take opportunity accordingly. And that's why we had amazing analysis and amazing trade on dollar yen. So again, trading is combination of everything, so it's very important. And the most interesting part of it, all that information is given every single day on my QFX platform. So again, basics. As I said to you, what is the basics here? If the price want to come down, this is the first element we look at. High, low is been developed. We mark this line and said if the price cannot break, then we long. Otherwise, more likely might be a possibility of continuation to the downside. So what happened here? So market opened with the gap here. So market came back here and filled this gap and then continuation to the downside. So when the price was here, and as I said to my trader, there might be a possibility pullback. If not, then take a short trade here. Because based on the 4 hour, we already built our bias, which is we already explained our trader. So once the price restrict, if you look ahead, this is the low, price came back. And if you look at this candlestick pattern, is a very strong bearish candle based on this previous candle that gave us the hyper. This is what we call the bearish engulfing candle. It represents that the bearish mark, the bear is in control. So that's what we look at and say, okay, fantastic. Now, is there any valid entry? Is there any price behavior or price action allow us to take a short trade here? Then we will not hesitate to take that short trade here. And this is what exactly we did. So we really enjoy this really. All the yen pair has given us, but I'm just giving you the dollar yen example here. So we had a nice, beautiful rally, and we were mainly looking at short trade here, and that's under the influence, the fundamental, which is election. You can see a beautiful short trade here. We are still expecting continuation to the downside. Now, moving forward, we have this impulsive reaction, and if the price develop a correction in a couple of hours, in upcoming hours or in day, if the price develop this kind of behavior, that give us the one more push to the downside. This is what we're looking here. So let's suppose another way to look at, let's suppose if price doesn't want to come down, come up. So for that, what we need, let the price break, give us the confirmation for long. But let's look at today, how we analyze. So based on the 4 hour, as I said to you, we were looking high, low is being developed. So we had this price action. So we mainly looking at short trade here on dollar yen. So if you look at the dollar yen here, we had a nice, beautiful, short trade here. Again, if you look at this analysis at the market open, we had a beautiful analysis, amazing analysis, guys. If you look at here, this is, we had this impulsive reaction, and which we already mentioned to trader. Don't jump into the trade. Let's wait for the price to develop certain pattern and behavior and price action, always. So before you enter the trade, as always mentioned to my trader, look what kind of price action has been developed, what the price is telling us, whether it's going to go up. Is there any fundamental reason behind it, the price developing this impulsive reaction? If yes, then we look at the proper price action. So if you look ahead, this is what we call a symmetry triangle pattern, which means indecision pattern. So we look at here where the price is going to go, if the price going to break up or is going to go down, we look at the opportunity here. So in this scenario, if you look at here, the price came back here, this area, this is the, you can see here, this is the first low, it's been broken. Price retest and retest and retest. When the price retests these three levels, that gives us the high probability of continuation to the downside. So 4 hour, we were expecting possibility of down. Price nicely broken and beautiful hit to the target. as explained, bank some profit. So after after this big move, we don't jump into the trade middle of the thing. We really need some edge. And that's why our analysts mention again here, as you can see here, price impulsively come back here and clearly mention the point of interest. This low, technically we were looking this pullback, but as I said to my trader, safest way, look for this one. This is the point of interest, which is here. You can see here, look for the safest way, let the price break this pattern and look for the opportunity. What happened here? The price nicely broken after the breakout, price give us the confirmation that the price don't want to go up. So we announced this in another analysis, another trade here. We have another pullback, which is again, we have this impulsive reaction. We have this sort of correction, impulsive, sort of small correction in product. And one more thing, as always mentioned, every time when the price break this recent low and give us the confirmation short trade here. So we had this amazing trade gains. Then we have again, because we understand the price action, this is what we do, and this is our job is to produce that price action analysis every single day. So here, this analysis is telling us that if the first priority always be looking for this is the first priority, we're looking into it. And if the price gonna develop pullback, that's the sign of continuation to the downside. Then we mentioned the safest way, let the price come out from this structure here. For opposite, which is because being an intraday, we also take a trade, counter trade, means which is opposite to the trend. For opposite to the trend, we need a confirmation as mentioned here. So let's assume if the price break here and come back here and give us the confirmation, that give us the sign of continuation to the upside. Exactly 100% here. So you can see here this low, the price come back and broken this one. After this breakout, price came back here and give us the confirmation. When we have this kind of trade, that is we call a high probability trade, that more likely, high probability the price is going to continue to the downside. So you can see we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. And all these lines, you can see here, these are the fib channels, which is again is a propriety of our intraday system, that the most of time the price respected these fib channel. These are the dynamic fib channels we have developed. Being an intraday, you can see here how nicely previously price respected. So based on this analysis, we had this pullback. We also had this breakout. Price naturally hit to the fib channel, and that's what we explain over trade. It's time to bank some profit. So again, apart from the analysis, which is I'm trying to focus here, is always keep the basics. Understand, if you write down all these basics, and every time when you open a position and follow this principle, more likely you will get the high probability trade. So to practice this one, of course, keeping a note and everything, it's a work, but again, trading in any other platform and maintaining your log, it's quite difficult. That's why the MyQFX comes here. So any position you open, any position you take and close, system take the screenshot. So for example, let's say I'm taking a long trade here, right? We by default, we already given 200 pips. If I say long trade here, I can if I open one trade here, my stop loss automatically reduce. That give us the strict discipline that I cannot lose more than 200 pips. That's again part of the training. Then my trade position is open and you can see entry. If I click this entry price, you can see this is my entry price, and then you can go and see it. Okay, this decision wasn't good because emotional, and whatever trade you open and close, right? So you get, like, for example, here, if I want to close my trade here, I lost 16 pips. If you click on this PNL, and you can see here, this is test account, and if you look at here, this I sign, if you click on this one, you can see here, this is the area when I open position, this is my area of my close trade. And you can also give comments to your trade. Okay, this was my test trade. You can say this is my emotional news trading or something. You can also write down whatever comment you wanted, and then you can keep this one, and you can see, okay, every time when I open this kind of trade, I always get maximum winning. Then you can basically organize or you can format your trading plan in this system. But being a professional trader, we have everything covered here. We have a SQUAC here, analysis online or broadcast analysis being broadcasted here all the time. So if you need any help, you can also help, right? So that's what exactly we have it. So I hope I have given very useful information. And to be honest, if anybody comes to us and take the training, we of course we give all that sophisticated information, but we always keep the basics. That's a human psychology, because a simple thing does not fit it in their mind until they have been uh, formatted in a complexity format. But for me, simple is basics, is very, if you follow this basic and if you practice with the live support in my QFX, you can dramatically, you can see the improvement in your trading. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so don't forget 20% bonus. Enjoy this 20% extra, play around. And the another exciting news is we are working here, my team, technical team, we are working here. And hopefully we are expecting that end of probably next Monday, uh, I'll show you how you can connect my QFX platform with the QBN Global MT5. Means that you can trade here and your trade easily is going to pass to the MT5. Here you can see the live analysis, live support, and you can open your position straight away, and it's going to copy straight away based on your money management settings to the QBN Global MT5. So we are planning to, by hopefully by end of this month, my QFX will be compatible with all three trading platform of QBN Global. Mainly we are expecting, MT5, then QMT6, and then QBN Pro. So that's going to help you guys to basically maximize the opportunity. And then of course, I'm going to be creating more training, live training for this, how to help you how to maximize this potential. Same, we are planning to build some AI tool as well, trading boards and ever, and we're going to share that information. So we have a very extensive development is going on, which is we're going to share with the community. And my request is, play around with the platform and see how it goes. If you have any questions, write down your questions. This is the opportunity for you guys as a webinar. You can ask this question here, and I'm more than happy to help you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so it's time for questions, Q&A. Okay, so Raj is asking another question here. I've asked in previous webinar about AI trading, and you told me in details, but I want to know more. Is AI trading and high frequency trading same like you are prepared to provide AI, which will auto buy and sell close? And what is the fee for joining your community? And can we get access of institution buy sell pinpoint so that we make more energy? Okay, Raj. So I'm not sure, Raj, if you are the member of QBN and MyQFX. Our first priority, to be honest, to help our QBN members. If you're not QBN member, most welcome, part of the QBN member. You will get, exclusive service and help support. Apart from that, in my private era, definitely I provide coaching and training. And in that training, definitely I can give you more information about AI. But at this stage, yes, we are going in AI development. High frequency trading is basically is a part of the high frequency trading. We already have planned for that, but that's basically is going to be for our fund management and global fund management company, which is we're going to share that information later. That's going to be dedicated for that era, which is I'm pretty sure if you provide your information, and then we can get back to you in terms of give you a little bit information about how we are building AI integration into MyQFX. We have a plan, but at this stage, we mainly focus about integrating MyQFX to the QBN Global old platforms. QBN Global have 3 platforms, and that's 3 platform based on the liquidity, based on the spread and other sort of elements. At this stage, our first priority is to make sure that MyQFX platform is compatible with all 3 major platform of QBN Global. That's the first priority. We are building it, and then afterwards, we're going to build semi-auto system, which is AI, which is basically like if I want to be trading. I'll give you an example here that I know my bias is long, and I might miss this opportunity. I might gonna miss that opportunity. So here you can basically configure that any pullback opportunity develop, take a trade and notify me. The system will, every time when the trade is gonna be developed pullback, the system will open a position according to your preference, and then you will be notified, and then you can manage it accordingly. So that's basically, we are working on it now. And apart from that, we are building on the side-by-side AI system, which is basically part of the QBN Global platform, where any investor who wants to utilize those AI trading system, which is we're going to publish very soon to the global market, and where basically you can see their performance, and based on that, you can basically allocate your funds accordingly. So you can trade yourself, and top of that, the top trader of MyQFX, which is we are bringing in MyQ, community, MyQFX community, where basically you can follow any of the good trader based on your money management. So that's what area we have it. So right now, I would say that open a $5,000 of an account and message me, and then I'm more than happy to help you. Carlos, were fantastic. Ashraf, I'm interested in the benefit of opening a fantastic, excellent, good job, my
I've
friend.
done that as well. I didn't tell you, but I have
Okay,
opened 5K as well in QBN Global. So last week,
perfect,
I think
perfect,
it's
perfect.
Tuesday,
So
Wednesday. I think if I
excellent,
remember.
excellent. Okay, good. So basically, my job, my job is to help you in terms of how you're going to maximize your investment. So there's going to be two elements. Number one is basically you don't want to trade or have time. How to basically maximize following such, or community member. Second, you say I want to trade by myself, such in a couple of hours, right? And then basically then I'll help you how to manage your trades, how to start from small. We have a couple of traders basically recently joined, and they are taking a maximum benefit. Then of course I will give you my personal number where we can communicate. We are trying to help you guys as much as we can.
I
So
have a
Carlos, that's
question here, Ashraf, from
sure.
Raj, and Raj is asking, so I don't know if he's a QBN member or not. I want to know what is the joining fee. And I think Eileen has asked, I've already got an account with MyQFX. Do I need to create an account in QBN Global as well? So
Yes, Alina, Aline.
Eileen,
So yeah, so Aline, yes, you already have an account with the QBN MyQFX. Yes, of course, you need to create an account with the QBN Global, and just stay tuned with us. We are at the moment we just launched a development server, testing it how we can communicate with the MT5, and we are expecting to make it live very soon, very soon. So definitely you need an account on QBN Global, and I
you can
prefer
get it
open and
KYC approved, and then at least you're ready to
yeah,
fund anyway if it's KYC approved.
exactly. Once you've done it, and then message me, then I will explain you in detail, right?
So Raj is
So
somebody I don't know, I don't recognize Raj. So I want to know what is the joining fee?
okay, so the joining fee, to be honest, there's a we and with the MyQBN as a community, I'm helping them as a part of my because you know as a part of my business model, because they are my strategic partners. They are working in it. But if you, yes, I do. Uh, you know, So as basically as do as a private training, yes, I do the private training, and the private training based, the fee is based on your previous experience. The reason why I'm saying it, because if somebody comes completely beginner, doesn't have at all information about the forex trading, and the person, somebody who already have some information, so the pricing, because I don't sell training courses, I need a traders where we can allocate funds. So based on your previous experience, the pricing structure is slightly bit different. Yes, for that, basically what you have to do is contact us and contact me, and then I'll get back to you. If you really want to know the private one-to-one session with me, just ashrafnoor.com is my website. You can go and come there, or you want to take the extra advantage that open account with the QBN Global 5000, right? This is your funds. You will get 20% bonus, number one, and you get a one-to-one session with me. So choice is yours, my friend. If I was in your place, I would open an account and start training, and start trading, and then I'm more than happy to give all of answer all of your questions. Okay, Carlos is saying, are US residents allowed to open an account with the QBN Global? Unfortunately, it is not possible to do it. We have some restrictions for the US residents, but we can help you. But how at the moment is to I cannot say how we can help, but we can help you in different ways. But for that, basically, you need to contact to the QBN team, and definitely they will help you. Reason why I'm saying, because we have some strategic partner with the US regulatory brokers. In that scenario, we can help you in different ways. So for that, you need to contact to the QBN team. I hope that makes sense. Okay, any other question?
Looks like we're on time now, and everybody's getting the more questions you've got this week, so it shows more interest. Everybody wants to benefit from the 20% as well as the 5,000 perks. But I think it's a good number to start with when you're trading as well. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
it's
better,
just like, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
better
Like if
results
you're,
than if you
I
start with
know,
1,000. So
I know. All right, guys. So let's see who's gonna be part of my my personal community. That's community is who has holding a $5,000
5K
account.
club.
Yes, 5K club, and I will show you how to basically increase that 5K to double this amount very soon by just trading.
Right, thank you. 7:02. Thank you, everybody. And just as a reminder, those of you who are on the call, if you're on for the first time, go back to the person that invited or shared the link, and then you will find the better ways of not paying a fee. If you're part of QBN, you benefit from being a QBN member. So it will remove any additional fees that would be charged if you were private. So the smarter way is please go back to the person that invited you to come onto the call today, even if it was for taking a look, and you can benefit by being a QBN member. You don't have to do everything. When you go to a restaurant, you don't have to eat everything on the table. You can select the meal, the platter, the gourmet that you like the most. And with QBN, we have an ecosystem, so benefit from that. But once again, everyone, thank you, and looking forward to seeing you all again next week. Thank you, Ashraf, and thank you everybody who's participated.
Yeah. All right then. Take care, guys. Bye bye.